To ask, what made you click on a video from someone you don't know? I made this video in long form on purpose because only people who are truly struggling, searching, or worn down by their mental health would stay. People who are tired, people who are trying, people who feel like they've run out of options. For many, I'm the person they find after trying everything else to ease the weight of anxiety, depression, bipolar experiences, or trauma, to stop the pain, the pressure, the exhaustion. So really, what other reason would you spend 30 minutes with a stranger? This video is not about algorithms, likes, or comments. This message is intimate and personal. You and me, one-on-one, together. And I gotta tell you, part of me hopes we have nothing in common. I hope your mental health is steady, strong, and peaceful. I pray you're nothing like me. And please, don't try to be like me, learn from me instead. You're probably watching this because you or someone you love is struggling with their mental health. And based on the length of this video, you might be asking yourself if it's worth it. Yet, you're still here. Something inside you is stirring. Maybe you've tried therapy. Maybe you've tried medication. And yeah, they can help, but they're only two pieces of a much bigger puzzle. Welcome to the uprising, the rebellion. Welcome to Nobody's Normal. I'm Tom Ryan, the creator of Nobody's Normal, a community built to support people navigating anxiety, depression, bipolar experiences, and trauma. A large part of me hopes this video gets no views, no subscribers, and does not find an audience. Because if Nobody's Normal grows, it means more people are hurting. And it means I'll have to revisit my own pain every day to help. The only reason I created Nobody's Normal is to reach people like me, people who live in an inner world most others never see or understand. There are only two things in life that bring me real peace: quiet moments and helping people who feel overwhelmed by their mental health. Okay, 4 things: quiet moments, helping people, pepperoni pizza, and an ice-cold Coke with ice. And if you consider yourself normal, I strongly suggest you stop watching now. What you're about to hear may feel intense, unfamiliar, and scary. You wouldn't last a day in our world, my world, the world of crazy people. And honestly, I wouldn't last a day in yours, a world of normal people. I'm not a psychologist, not a psychiatrist, not a board-certified counselor. I'm an autodidact, a self-taught seeker of truth. I study, research, and combine it with lived experience, observation, and experimentation. That's how I've developed strategies that actually work. Think of me as a maven, someone who collects knowledge and shares it with passion. Mavens don't twist your arm, they educate. They know the difference between knowledge and wisdom. They help, they care deeply, and they speak directly. And that's my style, direct. I am not interested in, hi, how are you? I'm fine conversations. I'm not here for surface level relationships. At Nobody's Normal, we go deep because that's where progress and stillness live. We talk about the stuff people avoid: emotional pain, suicide, nervous breakdowns, loneliness, emptiness, panic attacks, depression, death, life, love, bipolar, flashbacks, trauma, anxiety, psychedelic medicine, traditional modalities, medications, emotional, and physical isolation. We take off the gloves and get honest about how our crazy impacts our relationships, careers, physical health, and mental well-being. You know, the stuff that makes us so damn cool. Nobody's Normal gives you strategies and what I like to call sustainable solutions so you can kick ass with your mental health or support someone who's struggling. That's it. That's the list. Some of you want to kill or get rid of your depression, anxiety, trauma, or bipolar. That, my friend, is a complete and total waste of time. That's not what we do here. We use the 8-way strategy I created to build a healthy relationship with them. We don't fight our shadows, rather we learn to walk with them. Nobody's Normal is a safe place. We don't lie, we don't deceive. We show up authentic, vulnerable, and supportive. Our community grows because of people like you. And I want you to know you matter, that you're brilliant, you're special, you are a gift. You're not your depression, you are not your anxiety, and we don't give a damn about the stigma reserved for people like us. Rather, we spend our time taking action to improve our lives. You know, there's a beauty inside our journey, a beauty that rarely gets talked about. I don't use flashy editing or cool graphics because I suck at technology. It's just me. I rely on the intimacy and authenticity of our communication, our stories, to build connection and trust. Our stories connect us. They open the door for others to share their own because our stories are real. Our stories are treasures. Inside of each of us lies silent, hidden treasures only we can see. But too often, those treasures stay buried. We mask them with politeness, fear, and the pressure to fit in. Over time, our hidden truths become a burden, like a bag of rocks that we carry, a weight that clouds the mind and it strains our heart. I've heard the truth compared to a chest of radiant jewels locked away in darkness, their beauty unseen. That's what happens when you hold back your authentic self. I created Nobody's Normal for you, for me, for us. If anything I say makes you think that I'm complaining or playing the victim, then I have failed to communicate clearly. To be clear, my life has been and still is a fascinating adventure. Now, here's society's take on mental health. See a therapist, take meds. You can do it. You're perfect just the way you are. Try yoga. God loves you. Yeah, that's cute, but it's not enough. Here's my version. I'm glad you're here. Without you, I feel alone, isolated. Nearly everyone I love has walked away, or I've driven them away. The pain that I carry is relentless. Emotional pain becomes physical pain. Most days I feel disposable. During our time together, I will burden you with secrets like this one. Sometimes I'm sorry for being who I am. Being in someone's life can feel like a liability. My crazy anxiety, depression, bipolar, trauma feels like pressure on others, so I pull back. And when I do, I feel relief because maybe I've spared them. Recently, a dear friend of mine, married, father of 3, and crazy like me, said to me, "I will suffer in silence so my family won't have to suffer." People like us say, no one understands, and part of me is glad they don't. Another part of me aches to be seen. However, asking for help, yeah, that can feel like weakness, like a risk, like a burden. If we don't share our stories, how can anyone understand? That brings us to what I consider the death blow of mental health: isolation. It's physical, it's emotional, it's powerful, crippling, and deadly. Isolation forces us to create and alter us, someone who fits in. Here's the truth. Some people care, some people even love us. I know a lot of people love and care about me. I just don't know how to accept it. You'll learn more in my It's Just Me videos, where you'll see how my crazy and was born and how it thrives today. At Nobody's Normal, we share our stories because stories connect us. Stories inspire, they heal. Think of survivors of abuse, cancer, addiction, injury. Their stories matter. Your story matters. It's not meant to be buried. It's like owning beautiful jewelry and never wearing it. We're the messengers, the teachers. Hell, our stories are history. And the number one reason we must share our story is they are one hell of a lot more interesting than normal people's stories. Yes, sharing comes with consequences, yet so does silence. Truth is hard, but I choose to share mine so you can share yours. I want the real you. You deserve the real me. I choose truth over acceptance. Life inside our world is unexplainable to others, the normal people that I call the normies. Our world is like trying to describe being abducted by aliens. We feel safest with others who've been on the spaceship or alone. We can be surrounded by people, married in crowds, and still feel invisible, lonely, alone. Our cries for help thunder in our heads. Our red flags can be seen for miles. Others don't see them or don't want to. We hide in plain sight. Seeing someone struggling forces a choice: help them or do nothing. We fear sharing because we fear rejection, abandonment. We remove people from our lives before they can leave us. It's how we survive. Silence feels safer to us. Many people hide cancer from their friends and loved ones until it's in remission or when it's impossible to conceal. Parents hide pain from their children. Hell, addicts hide addictions from everyone. Celebrities and politicians hide their secrets and lies. When someone dies by suicide, people say, I never saw it coming. I wish people could see the strength it takes to be like us. We battle ourselves and serve others. Call me if you need anything. I'm praying for you. Stop it. Just stop it. Those words are emotionally lazy and worthless. The next time someone shares their struggle with you, applaud them for their courage to ask for help. When people share their life with me, I thank them for thinking enough of me to trust me with the intimate details of their life. Now, ask yourself, do you want to kick ass with your mental health or stay trapped in an emotional cage? Remember when I said I feel like a burden? I will burden you with my secrets. But what about this twist? What if we see ourselves as a blessing instead of a burden? If you're normal, I'm warning you. This is your final exit, because from here on out, it gets real. And let me be crystal clear. Nobody's normal is not for everyone. We make no apologies for who we are. Why would we? We're the cool kids. Nobody's normal is for those ready to reclaim what anxiety, depression, bipolar, and trauma have stolen from us. For over 40 years, I searched for a community that understands, cares, and hears people like me. I couldn't find one, so I built it. It's the place where crazy belongs. There's a community link on the menu bar, and I go deeper into our community near the end of the video. And about my use of the word crazy, I use it to save time, to skip the debate, because we don't give a damn what normal people call us. Hell, we've been labeled head cases, nut jobs, unstable, psycho. Society says we belong in institutions, asylums, or on the funny farm. We're the ones you don't date. We're the ones you don't hire, and we're the ones you don't trust with your kids. But here's the twist. We're your pilots, your surgeons, your artists, your musicians. We're the people who create masterpieces so you can enjoy them. We are the people on the altar at Sunday service. We're the people listening to your sins in the confessional and absolving you from them. We're the priests and nuns delivering God's message and abusing you at the same time. We're kind, we're brilliant, and yes, we're crazy, and we love disco. Let me be clear. Our goals have nothing to do with other people's acceptance. Ask yourself, do you want to stand side by side with someone like me? Bankrupt twice, divorced twice, lived in my truck for nearly a year, institutionalized at age 18, decades of psychiatric care, over 20 combinations of anti-anxiety, antidepressant, and antipsychotic meds. In 2013, I stopped all medications and therapy. Not because I wanted to erase my flashbacks or kill my anxiety, depression, or bipolar. I didn't want to eliminate my trauma. That would be like committing emotional suicide. Rather, I wanted to build a healthy relationship with them. I wanted to learn from them, understand them, and use their power to help me experience emotion at the highest levels. For nearly 50 years, for over 50 years, I researched, studied, and experimented into mental health. That's not a hobby. It's my passion, my purpose, my peace. It's what pulls me. It is the hill that I am willing to die on. If this is your first experience with Nobody's Normal, hell, I say, let's make it radical. My approach to mental health is unlike anything I've ever seen. I don't believe we're cursed. The challenges we share are part of us, like love and compassion. I'm not here to shame you. We both know that we do that to ourselves better than anyone else could ever do. I'm here to save you years of struggle, to join you in stillness, to bring you closer to your friends, your family, and most importantly, yourself. Because mastering yourself is the key to all wisdom. I'm here to help you practice self-compassion. It's not a weakness. It's one of your greatest strengths. When you stop battling yourself, you create a space to grow. We are quick to show kindness to others, aren't we? But when it comes to ourselves, damn, we become harsh critics. We dwell on our mistakes, we chase perfection, we hold on to guilt like it's a trophy. And healing isn't linear. Here's the truth. Struggling doesn't mean you're failing. Self-compassion isn't making excuses. It's remembering you're human, you're learning, you're trying, you're still worthy. A friend of mine told me, Tom, you got to stop apologizing for who you are. He was right. I have almost. Speak to yourself the way that you would comfort a friend, because that's the voice, that voice becomes the place where your soul lives. Harshness makes it hide. Kindness helps it bloom. Think of a child learning to walk. We don't scold them for falling. We cheer them on. You deserve that same grace. Even when you feel messy or lost, you're not broken. You're becoming. The path to healing is paved with steps, kind breaths, and a whole lot of love for yourself. That's where we're heading together. I am like you. I am you. I know the lengths you go to hide your anxiety, depression, bipolar, and trauma. I know the damage they cause to you and to the people you love. My bravado is often mistaken for strength. Sometimes it's just a mask for fear and insecurity. I see life as a performance, as a dance. Think of me as an actor on a stage wearing a costume that often feels like my skin. During our time together, I'm going to take off my costume, no makeup, just me. You'll see my anger, frustration, loneliness, rage, and pain. I hope you'll also see my love, compassion, patience, and support. I'll show you my authentic self, and I hope that you will do the same for me. My mental health has caused catastrophic damage to relationships and to myself. Yet it has also brought about joy, excitement, depth, and wisdom. I understand the shame, the guilt, the isolation. Too many of us carry hidden pain every day. You're not alone. There are millions of us. And that truth, it's empowering. I will say it again. We will never apologize for who we are. We are unique. We are brilliant. As you grow, I will do none of the work for you, but I'll be right beside you as you transform. As you step into nobody's normal, never forget I struggle every day. Depression, anxiety, bipolar, trauma, and daily flashbacks are my constant companions. They never leave my side. Every single day, I'm terrified. Hell, many days I'm a mess. Some days I want to die just to stop the pain. Many nights I go to bed hoping I won't wake up. Yet many days I kick ass thanks to the 8-way strategy that I created. A strategy you will learn inside Nobody's Normal and through our community. I believe I'm the highest functioning crazy person in the world. If I don't believe it, the consequences feel imminent, suffocating, and real. I've always wanted to be great at something. I worked tirelessly to be a great athlete, landing slightly above average. Tried to be a great husband. 2 divorces say otherwise. I did my best as a son to my mom and grandson to my grandmother. I want to be a great father to my 2 daughters. The jury is still out on that one. You can watch their interview on the Nobody's Normal YouTube channel and decide for yourself. During our time together, we will absolutely illuminate our challenges, but we're going to spend most of our time focused on solution. Because I've learned focusing on the problem too long only increases its power. I share unfiltered, no holds barred personal stories to give you context, to build connection, to create a space where you feel safe to share your story because you matter. You always have. And here's something very exciting I cannot wait to share with you. A few years ago, I stepped away from YouTube to do a deep dive into trauma research, specifically through psychedelic medicine, psilocybin, MDMA, ketamine, LSD, 5-MeO-DMT, ayahuasca. The results, child, please, epic, astonishing, revolutionary, and I'm going to share all of it with you. I talk a lot about the Nobody's Normal community because it's where all the cool, crazy people hang out. And depending where you're watching this, you're going to find a link on the menu bar or in the description box to nobodysnormal.org. We would absolutely love to have you, and it's important that you know a lot of crazy people in here. And since you've made it this far, I'm pretty sure that you're going to fit right in. If my voice, message, or style isn't the right fit, please find the one that is. But if you're still here, stay with me. We're going to dim the lights and do a slow dance to celebrate you. You and I, we both know we don't have to force ourselves to feel the weight of depression, anxiety, or trauma. They come naturally to us. So do guilt and shame. To our friends and family, we lie to you. We deceive you, not to hurt you, but to protect you. We don't fully understand our crazy, so how could we expect you to understand? The pain of hurting you is often greater than the pain we feel. So we stay silent because, as I said earlier, silence feels safe to us. Even those closest to us don't know us. They know the version that we paint with emotional lipstick. And yes, we are the puppet masters, the performers, the dancers, the thieves. We are the gold medalists in the art of hiding. Sharing our struggle feels like surrender, so we bury it deep. We live in a world that asks, how do I fit in? And when we don't, it leads to despair and hopelessness. It feels like everyone is doing life better than us. Every day we fight invisible monsters. I fight them too. There are so many monsters. I'm proud of you because the struggle is relentless, right? It's exhausting. And yet you carry on. At the start of this video, I said, something brought you here. Either you or someone you love is struggling. Just watching this, damn, that's courage. As for me, I live in a jungle of darkness. The light fascinates me and terrifies me. I thrive in dysfunction, abandonment, and betrayal. Love and kindness feel foreign. I've lived in this jungle my whole life. I'm comfortable here. I understand it. I don't trust the light. I know people love me. I just don't know how to accept it. And in most cases, I don't trust it. For me, love has inflicted the greatest pain. When a person says, Tom, I love you, I hear, Tom, I'll leave you. In the jungle, you know who I am. I am the lion. Or maybe I'm the lamb, weak, insecure, distracting you so you won't see how vulnerable I am. Maybe I'm a fraud. Ask yourself, do you believe what I'm sharing with you, or is this just me, another performance on stage? My favorite African proverb says, a speaker of truth has no friends. Here's the truth. You're not broken. You do not need to be fixed or cured. There was never something missing in you. But you do need to take accountability, to write your own story. You do need to follow your heart and discover who you truly are. The whole thing about blaming the world, it's not going to help. We know how to improve our relationships, our health, and our careers. Oftentimes, we're just unwilling to do the work. Or we look for shortcuts. We lower our standards. We accept mediocrity. We live in a world that hands out orange slices for being average. Truth can be harsh, yet it accelerates growth and stillness. Seeking calmness and peace alone, it's damn near impossible. That's why I'm here. My daughter says, I'm the person you call to bury the bodies. I'm the guy who takes your car keys when you've had too much to drink. I'm the guy who tells you your anxiety, crippling you, your depression, stealing your power, your trauma, draining your soul, your bipolar will crush you, your resistance will exhaust and consume you. It will only make the pain more intense and last longer. Our journey is not going to be easy. We're not here learning how to cook the perfect hamburger. You'll discover I often repeat my messages, such as, be the sky, not the storm. Suffering doesn't mean you're failing. So you can learn them, then practice them, and then master them. Where we're going is bold, daring, terrifying, and exciting. It will bring everything in your life into question. You and me, we got scars. Emotional scar tissue. We may think they're ugly, but scars aren't reminders of what's broken. They're proof of what's been created, what we've endured, what we've survived, hell, what we've accomplished. You are allowed to fail. You're allowed to lose. You have fought a courageous fight. At the beginning, I said, I'm happy you're here. You bring joy to my isolation. You make me feel safe. And let me tell you, that's rare for me. And please, never ever say, Tom, I'm sorry for your struggles, or what a terrible way to experience life. I would ask you to see the beauty in my adventure, the drive, the mistakes, the skin knees, the determination, the passion for purpose, the curiosity, the beauty without the burden. Without these experiences, I couldn't connect with you. I couldn't, or others like us. I love who I am. My sense of self is not tied to approval or rejection. My goals have nothing to do with people's acceptance. I love that you're here. I love that we get to journey together. Bonnie Ware. Bonnie's a palliative nurse with years of experience. She wrote the book, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Number 1 regret, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. Another, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. People pretend to be happy because they fear rejection. With us, that's not happening here. Millions like us are struggling, lost, in pain. Their friends and family feel helpless trying to support us. I always end our time together reminding you that you matter and that I'm often a mess. There is genius and peace inside you. I've asked you 2 or 3 times in this message to please never forget I struggle every day. You're listening to someone who's still in the fight. Crazy people, I don't have all the answers. As Alan Watts said, think of me as one beggar telling another beggar where to find bread, not someone who's arrived telling you how to get there. In the short intro video, I shared another insight from Watts. There's a difference between pointing towards something and claiming to have captured it. A difference between offering a possibility and insisting on a conclusion. The awakened person speaks lightly. They suggest rather than assert. They invite rather than command. Nobody's normal isn't for everyone. It's pretty clear my style isn't for everyone. I'm a disruptor. I'm not an influencer. I'm an activist, not a conformist. I'm an alley cat, not a house cat. For me, safety, it's the enemy. I believe nothing grows in comfort. Progress happens in the swamp where emotions are raw and uncertainty rules. Everything we want is on the other side of fear, and that's where we're headed. And we're going out standing, not on our knees. Ask yourself, is what you're doing for your mental health working? You can go it alone, or you can walk with me, with us. Nobody's normal is waiting. It's my gift to you. I've learned that to help someone, you have to let them choose. The decision to reclaim your power is yours. The Nobody's Normal community is here, ready when you are. Please click the link. Join us. You're not alone anymore. Welcome to the magical world of Nobody's Normal. You're on your way to a life you may have never imagined. And yes, part of it will suck. Now that you've completed this journey, I believe you will love the raw and shocking It's Just Me videos. You'll find a link on the menu bar. Thank you for your time. I'm Tom Ryan. I love being crazy. It's the only world I've ever known, and it is beautiful.